Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to today's episode of Afrobeat and Comedy Entertainment. I am your host, DJ DJ Kill the Vibe, and I'm here to bring you guys the 411 on what's going on. I said I'm here to bring you guys the 411 on what's going on, but before we get to that, quick disclaimer: if you're new to the channel, understand this about this channel. Everything I say is to be taken as a joke, and nothing I say is to be taken serious. Now let's get on to today's topic, you guys, because I absolutely hate when people say I sound white because I use big words. I hate when people say I sound white because I use big words. No, bitch. That's not the reason why we're saying you sound white. What we're saying is your pronunciation of the words that you use is what makes you sound white. No, not because you using big words is what makes you sound white. No, T.I. uses big words, okay? He uses big words, and we're not saying he sound white. He just have a large vocabulary, okay? And we're not saying he sound white because of that. It's the way you talk, Brody. It's the way you talk. That's what makes you sound white. Because if I come up and, I'm like, yeah, what's good, SA? What's up, Holmes? You gonna automatically assume like, hey, you're not Hispanic, right? Because we all have our own slang. Everybody have their own slang, okay? You use white people slang. It's not your pronunciation of the big words. It's how you say some of the little words is what we're saying, okay? For an example, one of my friends, right? He sounds white, and I've been telling him he sounds white. And he said, dude, what makes me sound white, bro? Because I use big words? No, like, dude, you gotta understand. You gotta expand your vocabulary, dude. That's what makes him sound white. That right there. No. That's what makes him sound white. Do this, do that. Like, bro, I was like totally like smoking with dude on the left side of the field, and like, I don't know, for some reason I like pass out, dude, and like I couldn't get on my feet, but I felt like I was moving, dude. That's what I'm talking about. Not you using big words, bro. You know what I'm saying? We all have our own slang, shawty. We all do. So please stop with the because you have a large span of vocabularies of big words and stuff is why we're saying you sound white, when that's not even the case, homeboy. Country people got their own slang. If you sound country, we're gonna automatically assume you sounding country, dude. You got a southern accent, bro. You hear what I'm saying, dude? Like, we all have our own slang. So stop with that notion that we're saying you sound white because you use big words. No, that's just you trying to gas yourself up. That's all it is. That's all it is, okay? Is you trying to gas yourself up, right? Because when y'all spew this rhetoric, you see that right there? Did I sound white when I said that? Okay, no. But when y'all spew this rhetoric, right, y'all tend to aim this at the black community. Y'all tend to say that black people are the one that are saying this about y'all, when really that's not the case. That's not the case. But if y'all think that's the reason, is that you're using big words is why we're saying you sound white, then you're totally lost and out of your mind, dude. That's the reason why we say you sound white right there, dude. Yeah. Okay? So get that out of your mind, bro. Because I saw a video today, and this guy who's definitely Southern has on a cowboy hat. He came out talking about, oh, people say he sound white because he has a strong and big vocabulary that he has expanded past elementary, and that's why people are saying he sound white. No, Brody, you look at your outfit, you look at your way, how you walk and talk. That's the reason why we're saying you sound Southern. We're not saying you sound white. No, you sound like a cowboy, and yes, y'all want to sit here and act like these things don't exist. And that's the bad part about living in today's time, okay? You guys want to act like these things don't exist when in reality, these things are real, okay? these are real people experience. So I speak for everybody when we say you sound white, it's because of your pronunciation of the words, not because you're saying a big word. Is how you pronounce these words. And they're really basic words too. So it's just how you say it is what we're saying makes you sound white, bro. For real. And I saw, because I went in a comment and I saw people saying, well, you just sound American. That's all it is. Okay. You're speaking English, the original language. No, English is definitely an accent. You guys don't understand that because for some reason, I guess you guys aren't a part of history or y'all didn't take history class, but we know that the British English is the actual English. That's not an accent. That is the way they talk. Okay. That came before America's English language. Okay. So yes, English itself is an accent, but you guys let me know in a comment. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I spot on? You know what I'm saying? Because these things are real life experience, and I'm sick and tired of hearing people spew this rhetoric. I really am. It's disgusting. It baffles me that people would really think that we think so highly of how they pronounce words that the only ones we can compare them to is white people. Stop it. You is not who you think you is, boy. You is not who you think you is, shorty. You is not who you think you is, Holmes. Okay? So come on, man. Get your shit together, homeboy. Real nigga shit. Bitch ass nigga. We don't give a fuck if you know how to fucking pronounce these big words, motherfucker. We don't give a damn about that shit. If that's how you talk, that's how you talk, nigga. Now go ahead and like and subscribe to this channel before I fuck you up, bitch.